Okay, we're going to show you guys how to replace the vacuum motors on the Extractomat automatic washer and dryer. So the tools you're going to need is a Phillips screwdriver and a 13mm wrench. So that's what you need. Just to get into this, feel underneath here, there's 2 screws, Phillips. Reach underneath here and take them out. One and 2. Okay, after you got the screws out, just reach underneath here, lift up. This whole panel will lift up and pull all the way up. Set it down someplace where it's not going to get scratched up, because it is nice, pretty stainless steel. Looking in here, you've got the 2 vacuum motors, 1 and 2. I'm just going to go ahead and take one of them out here for you guys real quick, just to show you the process of what we need to do. Take that 13mm wrench. You'll see the nuts right here. And take the nut off the bracket. And essentially what this bracket does is it holds the vacuum motor tight into the machine. Underneath the motor you'll also find a gasket. So if you're running into vacuum issues or issues where the machine is not drying the mats as well as you'd like them to, and you check the sponge roller, the vacuum motors are a good bet, right? So go ahead and look at your vacuum motors, make sure both of them are running. If one of them's not running, go ahead and replace it. I would highly suggest that when you're in here replacing the vacuum motor, you know what, spend a couple extra bucks and replace the gasket at the same time. It's got just 2 wires that connect the vacuum motor electrically to the machine, and the 2 vacuum motors are actually hooked up in parallel, which means that if one of them goes out and stops running, the other one will still continue to run. So they're not hooked in series; they are hooked in parallel, which is important. That way, you're not ever 100% broken all the way on that. You'll suddenly notice that your mats are not getting as dry as they should be. Yeah, nice long nut on this one, huh? Would have been much faster with a ratchet, but I didn't have a ratchet at my disposal today, so we are going to use the open-end wrenches. Get it close enough. Spin it off there with your fingers here, right? Should have both the nut and the washer. Place them someplace where you're not going to lose them. Your electrical connections are right here, black and red. Just go ahead and spin them off there. You've got a standard hose connection right here. You can dig your Phillips screwdriver and reach in there and pull that back off there as well. Hang on here, I need to get a shorty. So yeah, your shorty screwdrivers actually work best in here because it's a little bit of a confined space. But essentially it's just a standard hose clamp. Phillips or standard screwdriver, either one will work actually on them. You just twist them on, loosen them up here, and you can just pop the hose all the way off and then pull the vacuum motor out. So yeah, it's usually about a half a dozen turns or so on the screw, just to loosen up the there, and then the hose will pull right straight off of here. Okay, once you've got the hose pulled straight off, you can lift straight up on your bracket, and your vacuum motor will come right straight out. And then you just take off the wire nuts here, red and black, and there you go. You've got your vacuum motor replaced. The brackets that you're looking at here, you'll notice it's got an L shape or a toe actually on it, and it hooks right into the bracket right here that's built into the machine. So it hooks right into there, and it pulls the vacuum motor right down into the machine. So you snug them up pretty good here. Here's the gasket I was talking to you guys about. Check to make sure she's in good operating condition. If not, go ahead and replace those two. So if you got any questions, feel free to comment on this. This is how you remove the vacuum motors actually on the Extractomat cleaners machine. So to put it back in, it's just a simple reverse the process. So if you got any questions, please feel free to comments. Thanks.